I'm here with Becki Wheeler, and we're going to do her very own story. So let me get started. Where did you grow up?
Well, I moved around a lot and ended up in Big Bear. I went to 4 different high schools, and I graduated in Big Bear.
So being in Big Bear, what do you like about Big Bear, or why did you stay?
Since we moved so much, I wanted my family to have roots. So we just love the blue sky, the weather, and that all the streets were close together for my kids to just ride their bike to their friend's house.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So tell me about your previous jobs or careers that you've had.
I was a telemarketer. At one point, I had 3 jobs.
Oh, wow.
So as a telemarketer, I did notaries during the day, and then I did Domino's Pizza. I delivered pizzas, and that's how I learned all the streets in Moon Ridge and around Big Bear.
Wow, that can be challenging, so I could see how that could help you know the area. So why did you choose to become a real estate agent?
Well, I had never thought of it, but Marcy Worthington, the market was booming.
Wow.
And Marcy thought that it would be a good idea. We were close friends at the time, and she wanted me to get into real estate. But I never did real estate, so that was kind of a scary thought, but it was in the back of my head.
Okay.
And then Larry Lambden introduced me to Erin Lanza, and Erin Lanza saw something in me, and she paid all my fees and told me that if I could pay her back out of my first 3 sales, out of my first 3 closings.
Wow.
So I ended up closing my first escrow within 3 months.
Wow.
And Dennis Bracken was the listing agent on that house that I sold.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's so great. Well, I'm glad you remember that stuff, and I can see what Erin sees in you, so I think that's great that you took that step, which is hard knowing you're not going to get a paycheck until you get into sales, so that is challenging.
It's a lot of faith.
So, what other things are you involved in?
I'm the secretary for the Big Bear Lions Club, and we have tons of events throughout the year for our community, and RE/MAX is very involved in our community, so I'm happy to be part of that also. I do Meals on Wheels, and I do the sound system at my church, the Big Bear Valley Seventh-day Adventist Church.
So you're very involved in giving back, and that's wonderful because you were part of Cantry for a while too.
Yes, I was the president for 2 years, and then I served on their committee last year.
Wow, that's wonderful. That's great because that's a big RE/MAX family thing, is to be involved in the community, and you, I think, go well above and beyond that. So I appreciate that. What have you learned about yourself through becoming a real estate agent?
I've learned that I need to pray a lot. I need focus because I work a lot from home to be with my family. I'm a single mom, and so I pray. I pray for focus. I try and be consistent with all my things that I do, and I guess I've learned about faith, more about faith and knowing my abilities.
Oh, that's great. Well, they always say, if you have a positive mindset, good things come back to you. So that's wonderful. Is there anyone you want to recognize?
Yeah, I wanted to recognize Dana and Simeon. Thank you for being there for me and keeping a door open for me when I wasn't happy at the last place I was at.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for all your support for my business and my family. Thank you to Marcy Worthington. Thank you for Larry Lambden and Erin Lanza, of course. Thank you so much, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. And also Amy Troublefield. She had a lot to do with it also.
Oh, that's great.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So that is Becki's My Very Own Story.